How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another weekly recap. As usual, the video is late, which, fuck, I'm sorry. At least before we were like very late. Today I'm filming on Friday, and I usually upload on Friday and film on Thursday, so I'm only one day behind, which, as usual, it's actually because of the reason that I'm busy. Also, I just want to say before we get into it, if this is a long video, then it might be a really bad time because I don't know if you can hear, but like I'm losing my voice, so it sounds all scuffed. Like I get this, I don't know. I get voice cracks, but I don't know. My voice is fucked. Okay, I'm sorry. It is what it is. All right, except for when it isn't. Anywho, let's fucking go. All right, March 1st. Woo! Free? Okay, never mind. 7 months in China. Woo! Confetti, like all of that shit, you know? I've now been... see, my voice is fucked. I've now been in China for 7 months. Jesus, this is going to be a hard one, eh? Wait. Oh, shit, I got... Oh, my God. Dude, this is not scripted. But, like, I found water. Alright, so 7 months in China. Because... I arrived on the 1st of August, and now it's the 1st of March. Well, it's the 9th of March now. But yeah, so 7 months in China, and 3 of them have been here in Shenzhen. So I've now almost spent as much time in Shenzhen as in Hangzhou. Because Hangzhou, I think I spent 3.5 months with the family, and then like 2 weeks or so. Or I don't even know, being homeless. And now I've spent, 3 months with this family. So almost equal time. And I will say that I feel like I would give these thoughts at the end of the video, like as a wrap up. But now we're just doing it at the start of the video, alright? I feel like, I love both Hangzhou and Shenzhen. I think I have a better quality of life here. Like I have... not better friends, because let's not compare people. But I have more friends. Like in Shenzhen, there was the group that was like au pairs from different places, which, by the way, those agencies don't want us to communicate. It's really fucked up. I talked to a friend in Hangzhou, and apparently she had asked her agency, like, hey, are there any other au pairs here in Hangzhou? And the agency was like, no. Even though they had other au pairs in their own agency in Hangzhou. So yeah, they're really fucked. But yeah, I have more friends here, and just a better infrastructure because I go to class twice a week where I see my friends, and then I have a free day where all of my friends always make plans to do something, and then even on other days, people are usually like, hey, let's do something, and they usually say it on the weekend, which I'm not free there, so fuck me. But yeah, the quality of life in terms of that. I also discovered the love of my life, bubble tea, so that's really upped my my game. I really love bubble tea, and then, like I think like a week before I left Hangzhou, I had like my first, like some tea, and then I also had a bubble tea or two, but then I came to Shenzhen, and then I became an addict, and now we're here. This is like, it is what it is. But yeah, what else? Yeah, the family also here is much better. Like, the kid, Ricky, has his problems. Like, he's really fucking obnoxious. It's frustrating and, oh, Jesus Christ. But, like, the parents here, my first week in Shenzhen, I talked more with the dad and spent more time with him than I did with the other host dad in 3 months. So, there you go. And also the mum here is, like, much not... Like, they just talk to me and shit. It's actually cool, so... This is, like, an actual family. And not only do they talk to me, they also appreciate the work I do, which, I mean, I do my best, so sometimes I'd like to be, like, told, hey, you didn't fuck anything up, like, good job. So, yeah. So friends, family, and food is better, I think. Not the general food, like, if you just go on the street, I think noodles are good both places, but, yeah. So I guess that's my recap of, like... being in China for 7 months. I don't know if I have anything else to say about it. Time goes so fast. It's crazy I've been in Shenzhen for 3 months. I haven't done anything yet. Except drink milk tea, which... Oh, I don't know if I said that. I don't even know if it happened last week or this week. But I've had a very big problem in my life, which has been that I can only drink milk tea twice a week because I can only drink it when I go into the city center and hang out with my friends and we have class and then I drink milk tea there. And maybe on my free day as well. So maybe 3 days a week. But like I can't drink it when I'm just at home. So on the weekend it's like have fun, you know? I don't have shit to do, I don't have shit to drink. There was a milk tea place to the side that I always that one I did talk about last week or the week before that there was some like there's a milk tea place to the side, like the left of where I live, but it's not that good. It's even kind of expensive for what it is. But now I found a milk tea place, like not a chain store, just like a tea house to the right of where I live, and that place is really fucking good. They have the best milk tea maybe. Like it's big, and the milk they use is like super sweet. So yeah, I'm really really happy. I have milk tea on weekends now, so that's good. Rip my wallet, but hey. Anywho, let's actually move on. Alright, March 1st. I woke up at 7 and got ready for Ricky to go to school, because this was his first day back, because I arrived back, remember, last week on the Thursday? So this was the... No, wait. No, March 1st was the first... What the fuck did I do? Because that means I would have ended last week's recap on the Wednesday, like a day early. What? Because usually I end on the Thursday. I'm so confused. Alright, I'll just give you the Thursday. Because I honestly can't remember if I already did. I really don't think so. I must have just ended last week's weekly recap like a day early. Because this is like 7 months in China Woo, and I didn't mention that last time, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, we got back. We had breakfast. And then Mother wanted me to like come back to eat breakfast, but I was like, I have class. So she's like, okay. So she whipped up some spicy noodles, and I was like, we're good. Well, the nanny did, but anywho. Then I went to class with my friends, and then what else? Oh, the mum wanted me to take some weird food to bring to class that I'd already tried in the countryside. I don't know how to describe it. It's like this very oily, deep fried thingy that's very hard to chew. And then also this other thing, but I was like, oh, too much, like, we're good, you know? And then we went to class, and then the bouncer lady was still closed, like, Jesus Christ, dude. I know what it's like, you know, when you fall in love and then, like, it just doesn't work out. Like, that's how I feel. Legit. You think, like, you have a bouncer lady and she's just a hero, and then she fucking closes. It's like, I think she closed 3 weeks before Spring Festival. And then, yeah, just closed. Like, good game, see you. Like, at least when I move, I tell people, you know, jeez. And then the milk tea place at the agency was also closed. And this was like, I hadn't had milk tea for 2 weeks. So I was like really shaky and like I had problems, you know. So seeing that being closed was actually like really bad. But anyway, had class with friends. Everyone talked about what they did in the holidays. And we were just catching up because we hadn't talked for 2 weeks. My voice is so scuffed. I don't understand. Like, Jesus Christ. Anyway, everyone reviewed the food my host mum had given me. And I think we were all under the impression it was good, but it could have been better because it was, like, hard to chew. It was really bad. Like, chewing-wise, it was... But anywho. Decent class. I was useless and bad, but that's not a new thing, so... We're good. Anyway, after class, we had 2 quests. One quest was go to McDonald's because my friend wanted to go to Macca's, and I was like, fuck, whatever. It's like, sure, I don't mind. Because Bouncer Lady is obviously closed, so like, you know how when you're depressed, you eat like a tub of ice cream, or you eat like shitty fast food like McDonald's? Yeah, well, if Bouncer Lady is closed, like, what are you supposed to do with your life? Let's be real, alright? And then the second quest was bubble tea because like, hadn't had it for 2 weeks. I was like very distressed. We found McDonald's, and I had a McChicken, and oh, this was really funny and interesting. There were so many students in the McDonald's that I'm saying I don't like that, but there were so many students in the Maccas that were like studying. Like I know some people study in Starbucks, but I've never seen in Maccas. It was really really weird. They were They were legit studying. It wasn't some like, oh, we're in lunch waiting McDonald's and then we like we just like write a bit or like fuck around. They were sitting there. I don't even know if they ordered food. I think they just had drinks and then they were studying like hardcore. And I was like, geez, this is why Chinese kids are smart. So that was really interesting to see. They actually do study like as much as you. However much you think a Chinese kid studies, they probably study like maybe like twice as much or a bit less. But it's crazy. It's like work ethic that's unmatched. And then anywho, I bought new headphones and they were 40 RMB and they're fucking garbage. Let me wait. Oh, I'm wearing the hoodie my host mum gave me, by the way, in case you think I'm fashionable. How do I? Boom. All right. Ah! No, 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 no. All right. Someone asked for my stuff to be more entertaining. Like, are you not entertained? Look at these. They're the ones that go like in your ear. That don't do the like. They're the ones that actually go in your ear. The problem is that the sound quality is like actual garbage. And the other ones I bought, I paid, fuck, I paid 25 for. I sound like I've smoked like, I don't know, for the last 15 years. I swear I haven't. It's a bit early to start at that age, but yeah, I paid 40 for these, and the other ones cost 25, and they were good, and these ones cost 40, and they were they are absolute fucking garbage. But what are you gonna do? But yeah. Then, oh, this is a long day. Why did I write so much? After McDonald's, we couldn't find milk tea, which, Jesus. Like, I remember being like, oh, fuck, I'm like upset. So we headed to Children's Palace, which is a different area. That, I think I filmed a video there, maybe. That's coming out. And then I had bubble tea from some place we haven't had from before. And it was really good. It was bigger than usual. And then the bubbles were better and like more thick. And it was like good as fuck. It was like, it wasn't worth 2 weeks of waiting because like, I don't know, 2 weeks is a long time, but like, it was really, 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 really good. So I was very happy. And then we chilled in the sun and drank bubble tea, which, I mean, is there really anything better you can do with your time? And then a guy approached us speaking like broken English and he was like super nice. And then it turned out he was selling some like dry wash, I think it's called, where like if you have like AIDS on your shirt, then you spray it on and then you can get it off. He looked at my shoes and he's like, "You're a lost cause." And then he sprayed it on and then he cleaned like half my shoe and I was like, oh, okay. But like, if I needed that stuff, do you think my shoe would look like that? My shoe looked like absolute garbage. I don't think, if I cared what my shoes looked like, I wouldn't, yeah, like no. But anywho, I don't know why, but maybe the girls felt bad or like I don't know, they felt like they needed to buy it, so they bought like the dry stuff, the dry cleaning stuff, and I was like, sure, I have bubble tea, I'm good, like, yeah. But he was nice though. He spoke broken English, and it was fun communicating with him because you had like half an idea of what was going on, but the rest was like, I have no clue. But yeah, it was fun. Good stuff. Sure. Whatever. Super nice, funny guy. So then I headed home at like 3 p.m. And I got home. I uploaded the Dongmen video, which is on my channel. And then I went to pick up Ricky. Since he entered school earlier than usual. I can't do anything today, but alright. And then, yeah, we played outside, which he loves. And yeah, usually he just runs around and fucks around with other kids. But today it was like, he wanted to play with me, so I was like, okay, sure. So we fucked around. We ran around, did stuff, I guess. I don't know. Pretty easy stuff. And then at one point, oh my god, I just looked at it and I didn't know what was going, no. This like spooked the out. Oh, this was like one of the worst things I've had happen. At one point, he's playing with 2 other kids, and I don't pay too much attention because I don't care, like he can play, sure. So I look away for half a second. It wasn't like long. It was like half a second, and then I see that one of the boys is crying, and he has bite marks on his shirt. Then the mum takes up the shirt, like up this. It was on his arm, so she takes up the sleeve, and then you can see the bite marks like very visibly on his arm. And I was like, fucking Jesus Christ. And then I instantly got, like, really, really, like, not angry, because I didn't know if Ricky had done it, and I'm not going to assume he's done it, because that's kind of fucked. But I got, like, did you do this? Did you do this? Like, what the fuck? Why would you did you do it? And then, like, there was the other boy, right? So it was, like, a 50% chance it was him. And then the other mum came, and then, like, she was asking me, like, she was pointing at her son and then pointing at Ricky, like, did Ricky do it? Did my son do it? And then she spoke Chinese, which I obviously didn't understand. And then I was doing the same thing. So when I pointed at Ricky, I was like, did Ricky do it? And she's just like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like pointing at her son, and then I'm like, did he do it? And then she got really angry because she thought that I said that her son did it. But really, I was saying, like, I don't know who did it. And then she was also saying, like, did my son do it or did Ricky do it? And when she was pointing at Ricky, I thought she meant that he had done it. So we were just confusing each other, really. But I think it did turn out that it was her son who did it because, one, like, Ricky is, like, retarded, but, like, he's not, you know, mind-blowingly stupid. Like, he's naughty, he does stupid shit, but, like, there's stupid and then there's, like, why would you bite another kid and then, like, so hard that it leaves, like, no, like, fuck. So, I was like, so he didn't do it. And then I think he got kind of startled, because I was startled, so I was like, what the fuck, dude? And he's like, no, I didn't do it. I'm like, alright, well, that kid's naughty. I'm glad you're not, I'm not naughty. I'm glad you're not that naughty, basically. But yeah. And it didn't seem like he was lying either, which also, the other kid, like, had a fit, so, you know, he was probably guilty as fuck. But, what else? Yeah, he'll lie a lot of the time, and this wasn't one of them. What else? Yeah, I'm pretty 99% sure it was the other boy. And then, yeah, we came home, and Ricky's parents were both home, and I showed them that I learnt the word chocolate in Chinese class, because that's all Ricky talks about, so I already knew it, basically. But yeah, I showed them in the book, and I was like, hey, look at this. And then we had dinner with the new/old I, who I talked about in the last video, who, by the way, had washed all my sheets and my clothes, and then she asked if she could do my bed for me, and I was like, yeah, sure. Like, so I had, like, it was good. I live a very easy life. And yeah, dinner was great, and then after dinner, Ricky's dad put, like, a school learning video on with, like, songs and words to learn, and generally interactive and fun. And then he found a bunch of books, and he was like, you need to read these with him every day, which I was already reading, like, almost every day. It kind of stopped towards the holidays, and then it stopped completely in the holidays, but I was doing it, so, you know. But yeah, we do it again now. And then, yeah, I read this picture book with animals in it to Ricky, and then he read some, and then his dad was, like, loving it, taking photos and video, and I was like, yes, I'm doing something. And yeah, the parents are really happy with me, which makes me feel more comfortable, because then it means, like, if they're happy with what I'm doing, that means I have a little more leeway to be an idiot, which is obviously you don't push your limits. Just because you can, like, go to 10, you don't need to. But it's nice having, you know, some leeway that I'm not, like, on thin ice and about to, like, get kicked or killed or something. So, you know. And what else? I talked to the agency, and I'm staying till the end of June now. I think I don't have, like, well, I do have a set date. Like, I don't know. I think in my head I'm staying till the 28th of June. And yeah, the parents are basically like, they want me to stay as long as possible. So they're happy and I'm happy and whatever. And then yeah, the agency also told me that apparently the dad was, like, really happy because he says that Ricky's English has improved, like, so much, which I can't tell because I see him every day, so it's like I don't notice any improvement. I notice some things every now and then. Like the other day, he was saying set, ready, go, and I was like, no, it's ready, set, go. And then, like today, for example, he said ready, set, go, and I was like, nice. Like, so he does listen. But yeah. It was good getting positive feedback, though. That's like the third time in 2 weeks. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback, probably because they want to, like, keep me. But yeah, it's good, because, yeah, then I know I can be an idiot professionally, too. So there you go. The bubble tea drinking idiot. But, yeah, anywho, we finished reading the picture book, then we ran around the apartment like idiots. I tickled him some, and then, what did I do? Oh, I gave him a glove on. I don't know why I gave him clothes on, that's not true. I gave him a glove on, and then I told him to punch me, which was the risky au pair move of the day right there, or the week. I'm like, alright, you put on this fingerless glove and you punch me. And then he's like, okay. And then he like punched me and I went flying like a rag doll and he thought it was a lot of fun. And yeah, got a lot of fun out of it. So yeah, we do that a lot, I guess. I don't know. And then yeah, he punched me while I was lying down. And I'm like, no, this is not good. I only want to like, fuck. Alright. Anywho. Parents took him to shower and bed at 8:30 and then I chilled on my PC. And I don't know how I wasted so much time, but I was on till 12. And yeah, I looked at apartments for Tokyo, as well as a bit of YouTube before going to bed. I can tell this is going to be a long video, but, you know, some people enjoy them. It's like getting a podcast, except not at all. Alright, 2nd of March. I woke up at 7, super tired. I didn't get any sleep the night before. I think my sleep schedule was still fucked from being in Maoming. And then I had baozi and milk, like, not milk tea, but like, some weird milk drink-ish that the nanny bought me. And the baozi was also bought outside. And it was good, but it was weird. I took Ricky to school, and afterwards I headed straight to Hauchong Bay to meet Sylvia to buy my new phone, which, whoa, so exciting, dude. It was, I'll just interrupt myself just to show you. Whee! This is my mess, by the way. This is my not new phone. And this is my new phone. I even have the box here. I'm such a, like, professional. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, this is not very professional, eh? A new view. 5, 1 plus 5T. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is my, new phone, which, I'll just give you a quick review. Oh, look at the face, unlock. Ready? Oh, well, that's shit, because there's a camera in front of my face, eh? This is my boy Rick Astley, as you can see. And then you have a finger unlock on the back. And then you have your boy. And then you go, Pya! Wait. How do I do it? Well, I like it that alright, this is how fast it unlocks. Wait, I can't really show it. Alright, we'll put... I don't know if I can show it, because I have to show, obviously, the screen unlocking, but I also want to show that I put my finger on the back. And it's out of focus now. Alright, whatever. Alright, here. Dook! Pretty fast, alright? And then, fuck, I need to put it down so I can... So this is the phone. Which, the screen is, like, hella big. Like, if you, oh my god, doing this with one hand is so hard. If you look at this phone versus the other, it doesn't help that every time I pick up the phone, I drop it again. Alright, well, fuck, why do I make my life so hard, dude? It's hard being a professional tech reviewer. Look at this. This is this phone, fuck off. This is this phone versus the old one, so not only is it, like, a little bit longer, which you can't see because the angle's fucked, but it is a bit longer. It also just has more screen space. I think it's like 78% or so. And then, yeah, this is the phone. It's good screen. The only thing that tilts me that I really dislike, which I saw no reviews about, which this is upsetting to me. The first Instagram picture I edited on my computer and uploaded was like, I was like, whoa, that's saturated. I fucked up. And then I turned down the saturation. And then I realized that it was my phone. Look at this. Right now I'm running night mode, and you can see the red is... I mean, it looks more red on my camera screen than it does on my phone, so maybe that has saturation. But if you take night mode off, it's like super AIDS. Like, the saturation is off the fucking charts. So I basically have to run night mode perma, because otherwise it looks AIDS. But in terms of specs and all that fun stuff, and like... It's good. The face unlock is sometimes iffy. Like here it unlocked instantly. I didn't touch it. It just unlocked. Look, wait. It's not, now it's not unlocked, and then, pya. Now I don't know, that was slow, but it is okay fast when it is fast. You can make it so it instantly unlocks to like the thing, but I haven't done that because I like to just be able to click and then see my notifications. But you can do that. But yeah, it's a good phone. I'm very happy about it. I paid 3,050 at Hachong Bay, and I recorded it, so there will be a video of that. Don't you worry. Alright, I just got super interrupted, and we're only on day 2. I'm going to bed late today, I can feel it, but it is what it is. Anywho, my phone, yes, it's cool. Alright, we walked into Hachong Bay Electronics Market, which is very big, and there were so many cool things. There was like pianos, like, they weren't, how do you say it? They were like very, very thin electronic keyboards, I guess, not pianos, and they were very cool. Lots of LED lights, like anything you could think of. Any smartphone you could think of, camera equipment, any camera you could think of. You know the hoverboards? Those came from Hachong Bay, I'm pretty sure. Like, they started there, and they didn't even have a name. I watched a documentary. And then they got to everywhere in the world. And they're banned in Denmark, which fucking sucks, because why are you banning, like, innovation? Good job. You're an idiot, you know? But anyway, a lot of stuff. We spent forever trying to find the girl, because I had a girl on WeChat who I knew was like the phone hookup lady, but couldn't find her booth. And then eventually we did find it, which was good we didn't find her booth, because then we saw every other like booth, and there was so much cool shit. But anywho, yeah, it was a big place. Eventually we found her. We bought it. It was 3,050 Kwai, RMB, whatever, with a case, and oh my boys, what's it called? Yeah, we walked out, and then we walked to my friend's place to get her prescription thingy because she needed to buy glasses. And then I saw her unlock her elevator with a key card, and I was like, I have an idea. Can we please, 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 please go on the roof? Because I want to go on rooftops. And then she's like, yeah, sure. So we went on the 33rd floor rooftop, and she lives like good in the city center, so it had like an amazing view. I haven't really edited any of the photos, but yeah, really, really good view from the rooftop, and it was like a 360 view, so really, really cool. I took a bunch of good photos, and it was really fucking cool. So very, very, very happy with that. Already my day there was like made. Phone, rooftop, like what more does, like, what do you need? Let's come on. Anyway, met the others at Link City. Then we had lunch. It was really greasy noodles, and they were kind of shitty, but yeah. And then we chilled around. My friend got her glasses, which apparently she like ordered them, and then it took 30 minutes with the lenses. Or I don't understand. I don't wear glasses, but according to everyone, it takes like 5 days to get new glasses in like Germany or Finland or whatever. And here it took 30 minutes. So that's the Chinese efficiency. So there you go. Anyway, then I headed home at 3, got home at 4. The nanny came home from Mao Ming, and she had live chickens with her, and I was like, the fuck are you doing? And then it turned out it was presents for her mum's friend. No, my mum's friend, the host mum's friends. And then yeah, we chilled for like 40 minutes before heading to Ricky's school to pick him up. And then the mother asked for my height, which I didn't understand. I was like, huh? And I swear she was looking at an au pair profile, which I don't know if it was my profile, but it was sketchy. Cause I'm like, why are you looking? What? Like, don't like look for a new au pair already. I'm not left yet. But yeah. And I'm not getting kicked out because, like I've said, they love me. So there you go. But yeah, I picked up Ricky and made him play outside for an hour. He didn't want to. I'm like, you're playing outside. Come on. And then at 6 o'clock we headed home. And then there was no dinner because apparently it was the Lantern Festival, which I don't get informed of anything. Oh, I guess the nanny told me these live chickens are for your mum's friends, but like I didn't get informed of much. Then there was like lots of cooking, and then people kept coming over, and then at like 8 p.m. all the guests had arrived, and dinner was ready, and then we had a really fancy dinner, not my type because there was lots of like seafood and stuff, and I'm like, please, but yeah, lots of like couples, like all the parents' friends or whatever. And then they asked me if I could drink baijiu, and I was like, fuck it, alright. And then, literally, not even kidding, it wasn't like, can you drink this shitty, like, alcohol? It was, and then they were like, okay, sure. it was like, yes, I can. And then they all cheered and clapped. And I was like, okay. Like, that's pretty much why I said yes, because I knew they would be really happy. And yeah, one of them had a young boy, maybe 8 years old, who really wanted to show me Minecraft music videos, which was cute. That he was, because he showed me like one, and I was like, oh, it's Minecraft, I know that. And he's like, oh, and then like, I don't know, he showed me a bunch, and they were really, the animation was good, but it was like auto tune. It was people that weren't meant to sing. It was absolute garbage. Anyway, everyone at the table was talking about me, but it was like positive stuff. Like they were laughing at me, and then at one point we got up to say like cheers, and then they were all like positive stuff, and then the mum said like looked at me and smiled and was like yeah. So I was like okay, it's all positive stuff, and also the nanny was like oh they really like you, because she can obviously speak English to me and understand Chinese, but yeah they were all, I was the topic of the night. Like they were talking about me and laughing and getting drunk, which I didn't. I had like so much baijiu. Like I had two, not so much. But I had two before we even started. I had one, and they instantly poured me another one and like went cheers again. I'm like fuck, and that was before we started eating. And I'm like, oh, my stomach is not gonna have a good time. And then yeah, I think I had another one, and I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm taking a break. And they're like, okay, respectable. Then very shortly after, they're like, can you have another one? And I was like, okay, I'll have one more. And they're like, you can have two more. And I was like, fucking hell, dude. But yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, the dad and some other guy were like pretty drunk, but they were like really happy, like drunk, so it was fun. Like they were just like laughing and being happy. And yeah, then I went to my room. Now I'm coughing, but I'm not sick now actually. I just have like no voice left. I went to my room at like 10 p.m. and then I called my friend, and then we booked 90% of our accommodation for Tokyo, which was expensive and frustrating and tiring, but it is what it is, you know? And at one point, I just hear commotion downstairs. I was like, what's going on? I go down, and there is, they're grabbing the live chickens and putting them in like a net for the mum's friend, and I guess she was scared of them and she didn't want anything to do with them. It was funny, so yeah. And then eventually we finished the planning, and then I chilled for a bit, and then I went to bed at 2 p.m., which is, no, 2 a.m., which is like fucking like so dumb. Like you have to have a negative IQ to do something like that, but that's me, you know. Alright, so 3rd of March, I woke up 9 a.m., super tired because like fuck, who's dumb enough to go to bed at 2 a.m.? Like really, come on. But yeah, it happened. Had breakfast, some nice like walnut bread again, I think, and a type of like porridge that was kind of iffy. Like it was okay. Fucked around, not doing much until lunch, and then ate lunch together, and then I went to my room, filmed a weekly recap because I was late again, and then I went out to find milk tea, and I was gonna see if I could find a gongcha at the mall, but I couldn't, and then I found the small tea store which had the most amazing sweet bubble tea, which I already mentioned earlier, so I'm not really gonna like, you know, praise it a second time, even though it's kind of worth praising twice, but it's good, alright? That's all we're gonna say. Keep it short. Pure. But yeah. Then I went down at 4:30 to play with Ricky. We mostly chilled and did nothing, like nothing interesting, nothing to talk about. Baby was semi-sick again, which is like frustrating and sad. And we had dinner, which was pretty good. And then, as usual, he took forever to eat and was just frustrating to deal with. And then after dinner, we went to... This was my idea. I'm like super smart. My friends had gone to this like lantern festival that looked really pretty outside. And then they were like, I didn't go that day because I asked my host mom, I was like, hey, should I go to this thing with my friends, or like, will you take me there? And she's like, alright, we'll take you. I was like, okay, sure. Because, yeah. So I went with my host family to Oct Harbor to go to the Lantern Festival. And then we went there, and I think we were there at 8 p.m. and then we walked around seeing all the pretty lights and lamps and stuff. There were many people. And then Ricky played in the sand, and then the dad was like, oh, you can go take photos, we'll watch him. I was like, okay. I took photos for like 15 minutes, and then I was like, I should go back. So I went back, and then I guess he still wasn't done playing. And then he asks me, he's like, take your shoes off and play with me, please. And I was like, oh, fuck, okay. But I didn't take my shoes off, because fuck that. But I played with him in the sand, and some other kid that had like okay English. And then the mum and the like dad again were like happy, and then the mum took a bunch of photos on my camera, so that was kind of cool to have, I suppose. Also, the mum bought me some sausage that had like really good seasoning on it, which I don't expect a sausage in China to be good. But this was like good. It was like a barbecue sausage that had like some seasoning. It was good, 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 good. And then yeah, what else? Uh, yeah, I took some nice photos, some nice video. Then after we walked out, we went to like find a bathroom at Macca's, and the mother asked if I wanted anything, and I said a chicken burger, which her version of like explain what that is was like fuck, like she did the arm thing, and I was like okay then. And then yeah, we got in a Didi, and then the mum said they didn't have chicken, which I've already told you I've been to McDonald's. They definitely have like 3 different chicken burgers, but she got me chicken nuggets, which I fucking hate. But like they were not bad. It's weird. Last time I got chicken nuggets in Denmark, I didn't pay for them. That's for sure. Someone was like here, and I ate one. I got like five. I got as many as I could eat because they were just yeah. And I ate one, and I was like, this is disgusting. Never touching that. But these ones were actually like pretty okay. Maybe I don't know why I thought they were okay. Like because there's nothing that like I wasn't hungry or something. There's nothing that would make me think they were okay if they weren't. Like they were pretty okay. So I'm not gonna talk shit about them. And then we drove home. Got home at like 10:30. So that's really late. I'd normally be done by like by 9 p.m. But I mean, now my 7 to 9 p.m. was occupied with going to the Lantern Festival, and then I come home later. But you know, I got a good experience, and they paid everything, and it was good. So worth it. Got home, went on my PC, did stuff. You know, standard like I have like work, quote unquote, which is like moving photos, video, writing in the diary, doing my budgeting, like my money, and I do shitty stuff that takes up time, but it has to be done, you know. So anyway, 4th of March. I woke up at 9. I was about to say 9 p.m. I woke up at 9 a.m. Breakfast, chilled around till 10, and then we went to the cinema. And me, Ricky, and the dad watched Peter Rabbit, which I just want to talk about. The movie was great. I didn't have any expectations. It was just, oh, we're going to a kids' movie. It'll hopefully be in English, and it was. It was an animated movie, but in the real world, like the bunnies were animated. The storyline was pretty good, like not too cliche, kind of annoying. Like it was pretty good. And then there was like a really like a solid ending with a good message. Soundtrack was okay. Like there was a parody of the what's that song called? Let me find it for you, just so I'm not. It's called Fort Minor. Remember the name? You know the 50% skill or something something. You know, they had like a parody of that using the characters in the movie, so it was kind of good. And they also had some other good songs. It was yeah. They had Rather Be as well, but like a car. I don't know. It was okay. And then the jokes were quite funny too. Like I feel like children's movies usually have good jokes because like that you don't get if you're a child. Like you, so like I don't know. They had some good jokes in there that were like, hey, that's pretty funny. So yeah. And then we headed home and we had lunch, and then I went and bought milk tea, and I did my homework and I chilled in my room and yay, and yeah, it is what it is, you know. Then I came home at 4. Came home. I came down at 4 p.m. Played around with Ricky. His dad told me I need to teach him this phrase where he introduces himself in English, like, "Hello, my name is Ricky." Da la la la. And I was like, okay, sure. And then the dad is like, he has to learn it before dinner. If he doesn't learn it before dinner, he doesn't get to eat. And I was like, and this was at 5:30, so I was like, geez, damn, like that's some pressure for sure. And then yeah, we sat down at the dinner table. Everyone had a plate and was eating, me included. Ricky did not have a plate. He had a piece of paper I'd written with what he had to say. And yeah, he struggled with that, and we kept like trying to help him and teach him and stuff, all 3 of us. And eventually he like got upset that he couldn't eat. And then I think he got to the point where he just didn't care about eating, so then he just sort of left the table. And then I asked the dad later, no, I asked the nanny later, and apparently he didn't get food that day, so I was kind of like, wow, okay then. Shit. But yeah, that was kind of hardcore. I was like, damn, he's 4 years old, and that's some hardcore, like, studying or whatever. But he did somewhat try to learn it, like, it wasn't like he put 0 effort in. But yeah. Then they showered, and I read to him because, had to cry, had to read every day for him. But he ended up just crying, and then, like, he cried for his mum, and I refused to do anything. And then eventually his dad came in and was like, "Okay, you can leave." And that was at like 8:30, so I ended early again. Went and bought Pepsi and milk tea candy, and then me and my friend, not friends, don't have multiple. Like, geez, look, come on. Me and my friend did some last minute planning for Japan and bought the last hotel. So everything for my Japan trip is finished now. Video wise, we can talk about that real quick. Video wise, I don't know what will happen. Fuck! I don't know what will happen. I think I'm gonna vlog some of the stuff with my mum and my sister and just film like a lot of B-roll. And then I think when my friend comes, I'll film everything and just be an idiot. And I also film a lot of B-roll. And then what I want to do is I want to make like a Japan highlight video, which I will also make a China highlight video. And maybe also a highlight video for the individual places like Hangzhou, Shenzhen, Xi'an, Hong Kong, Shanghai, depending on how much footage I have. Like, I definitely have enough for a Hong Kong montage, and Hong Kong deserves one. I don't know about the other places. But yeah, but I will upload the Japan stuff really late, because I want to focus on uploading the China stuff, because I haven't even edited my Hong Kong video from 3 months ago. Like, I'm just so, like, poor on time. Like, I don't have any. That's, like, and it's not some over-exaggeration, though. Like, really, all my time is spent, so it's just really difficult. And editing takes maybe 5 to 10 hours, which I don't have, simply put. So, but yeah, the Japan videos will come out eventually, and it'll be cool. But yeah, that was the 4th of March. Alright, so now we're on the 5th of March. Jesus, it's too much to say. I woke up, took him to school, 7:40, then I went to meet my friends to watch The Greatest Showman, which, that was a really, really good movie. I want to see it a second time, but I don't know if I have time to do that, or like when I'll do it, because I can't do it Monday. Don't think I can do it Tuesday. Can't do it Wednesday, I'm going to Hong Kong. Can't do it Thursday, maybe Friday, and yeah, I just don't have time, but I want to. The movie was really, really good. I want to talk about it for a little bit. The visuals was really, really, like, visually pleasing. Like, it was really, really nice. It was kind of, like, just all the scenes were really aesthetically pleasing. I don't really know how to go into detail about it. Like, there was a bar scene that was really nice, and there was is it called a trapeze or a trapeze? Trapezing scene, there was a scene like that was really, really, like, visually, again, like, really visually pleasing, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, in my opinion, the movie had too much singing, but it's a musical movie. It's just, that's not my cup of tea, but you shouldn't really, like, insult it for that. I mean, I don't go to McDonald's and complain about it being, fast food. Like, it is, you know what you're going into. And I'm not complaining, I just think it had a little too much, because the songs weren't, at least to me, that memorable, and a lot of them felt like kind of unnecessary or forced. Like, you could definitely tell which songs were, this is a highlight song you're going to remember, this one is important, and which were just like kind of a shitty, like, filler one, I feel like. But yeah, it obviously had a lot of music, and there was one song I really liked called, you can go listen to it I guess, called The Other Side, which was really good, and you can't find the scene, well, you probably can find it online, but the scene for that was so good. Like, I don't know what was better, the song or the scene, but it was really, really good. So, yeah. And the music was, yeah, it was good, but, yeah. Bar scene, yeah, it was the bar scene that was really great with that song, The Other Side. And editing was pretty good, there were some good transitions, and it was generally well, like, done. And I liked the actors, like, Hugh Jackman was good. And I haven't seen Zac Efron in, like, forever. I thought he was only relevant from High School Musical, which sadly is all anyone ever thinks of him for. But I looked it up on IMDb, and every year since 2003, he's had at least more than 2, like, roles, which, I don't know, that surprised me, but it shouldn't really, because an actor's got to work too. You can't just be unemployed for, like, 3 years or something weird, right? Unless you're filthy rich, but Yeah, every year since 2003, he's had multiple roles, and the more years that have gone by since 2003, the more roles he's had. Like he's got crazy amounts. I only remember seeing him in High School Musical and then 17 again. I think that was I didn't watch the movie, but it was very heavily advertised at the time because I remember it. But yeah, he's been in a lot of shit. But yeah, he did a good job in the movie, and I liked him. So there you go. The only thing I didn't like was actually the storyline. The plot was good, but it just wasn't great. At least to me. Maybe it just didn't really resonate with me. And I think if I watched it a second time, I would enjoy it more. But yeah, it just wasn't the best. And then yeah, afterwards we headed to Hochong Bay. No, we didn't. We had lunch at a Japanese restaurant where I had curry udon, and I stole some of my friend's takioka, taki, takoyaki. The octopus balls, and that was good. And then I headed to Hangzhou Bay to get my receipt for my phone. Also, where did my phone go? Oh, here. The screen. I got a screen protector on, but it's cracked already. I've already talked to the lady. I'm gonna go get a new screen protector, but I don't know. Whoa! I don't know how it cracked because I haven't dropped my phone like once. I would know. I I took it out of my pocket and I noticed it was cracked and I was like, fuck. And then it cracked more because when glass cracks, yeah, more. So fun stuff. Anyway, got home and then I picked up Ricky, went to school, whatever. Had dinner at like 4. Oh, this was a really bad day. I had dinner at 4:30 because at 5 I needed to pick him up and then we needed to go to some like it was called model class, but it wasn't anything to do with modeling. It was like a dance class. It was really weird. It was 1 hour by car with like obnoxious shitty kids yelling and climbing around the back seat, and I was like, Jesus Christ. Not only are they fucking annoying for climbing around, but also if we get in anything that reminds you of a car crash, they're going splat. Like I'll be fine, but yeah. And then yeah, he was really obnoxious and annoying before he got into class. Then he went into class and I was just on my phone chilling outside, which it's like, why do I have to go to it when I don't get to go into the class, I don't get to watch, I just sit outside on my phone. Like, why do I even go? But yeah. Then he came out like 3 times to go to the bathroom and I was like, Jesus, stop, come on, dude. Like, why can't you just be like the other kids? And then he came out crying one time as well. I was like, I don't understand. And then we drove home at like 8:30, which means we were home at like 9:30, which is too late. And apparently we're doing this every Monday, so every Monday is just going to be shitty. And then again, they were on the back seat being idiots, like jumping around. Like you'd think they were monkeys at this point. And I tried giving him a seatbelt on, and then the mum told me, oh, don't. And I was like, phew. Like, I don't know. And then we're driving, and I think the mum's friend who was driving the car, she like stopped, and he hit his head on the seat in front of him, and he got a nosebleed, and I was like, that was the best thing ever. Like, that sounds really fucked up, but I was like, yes, please, you got a nosebleed, you got a little hurt, take that as like like a wound and be like, okay, maybe I should sit still. Like, you don't have to wear your seatbelt, but like, at least sit still instead of climbing around. But no, he sort of laughed it off and kept climbing around, and I was like, fuck. Like, he's legitimately gonna like have to half die before they like stop doing it, which is really, really bad when you have that mentality. But yeah. Got home and I chilled for a bit before I went to bed, and yeah, that was my day. Alright, 6th of March. I woke up, took him to school, then I headed to class. We had class. I met 3 of the new au pairs. No, 3 of the new employees who were all very nice, and we had like a demo class with one of them who she had never taught before, so she was hella nervous. And then she'd just finished university, and she was super nice, and yeah, whatever. And then we went to Children's Palace and had bubble tea, but there were no bubbles in it. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, that was like bad. So yeah, but I don't know, have to deal with it. And then we sat and talked, and I had a vanilla ice, because I'm a mature, good adult. So I had a bubble tea and a vanilla ice cream, and that was my lunch. But the vanilla ice cream was really, really good. Like 10 out. It was like a standard Chinese one, like a really cheap one. It was just vanilla ice cream, and then it had Chinese characters on it. It was good. And we went home at like 2:30, and I chilled for a bit and filmed a video, which is about, what is it about? It's about not speaking Chinese in China, but you can go watch it. And then I went and picked him up, and then we played outside for an hour before dinner. And then for whatever reason, he wouldn't eat anything, even though I tried getting him to eat a lot. And then eventually the nanny was just like, "All right, I'm cleaning the dinner table. You don't get any dinner." And that was the second time he didn't get dinner in like 2 days. I was like, okay then. After dinner, we played around for a bit, and then we were just like fighting and fucking around. And then put him to bed at 8:30, and his parents came home shortly after, and he left bed and ran around with them. And I was like, all right, you're not my problem. I got in bed. I bought milk tea, candy, and chilled around. Not milk. What? I think I bought milk candy, not milk tea candy. All right. And then I talked to my friend. All right. 7th of March, which is the last day of the week, I want to say. It's not. No, it's not. It's second last. I woke up at 9:30. It was my day off. I had breakfast, then I walked with the nanny to the police station to get registered again. We took them sketchy motorbike taxis where you just get on some motorbike and hope you don't die. And I have 5 fingers on this hand, and I can't show you my other hand, but I promise I also have 5 there, so I'm doing pretty well for myself, I'll have you know. So yeah, I didn't die. It was good. And then registration went really fast this time because there was a new lady who was much nicer and not an idiot, I guess. Then I got home, headed to the agency to meet the others for lunch. I had bubble tea and like this breakfast pancake thing with like cheese and bacon and stuff. And then we talked for a bit and chilled. Then we headed to Grand Theatre because 2 of the girls wanted to do ice skating. And then I was like, oh, sure. And then I left and I went to the KK100, which is one of the tallest buildings in Shenzhen. I went to the 96th floor, and then I took some really, really good photos from there. And I didn't get kicked out. It was like a hotel reception place. And I thought as soon as I brought out my DSLR and started acting like an idiot, they would tell me to fuck off and be like, please no. But no, I could just do whatever I wanted, and it was good. So I got good photos. Then we went back to the girl. I went back to the girls, hung out with them. I hung out with, yeah. And then I headed home for dinner, and after dinner I chilled for a bit. Ricky came and talked to me, even though it's my off day, but obviously, you know, if he wants to talk, he wants to talk. So I talked with him for a bit. He was very happy because he'd been given ice cream, I think it was, like some ice cream with a lot of fruit in it. And then I went outside to go clubbing, which I've been wanting to do for a long time, but I've never had any friends that wanted to, so this was the first time. So, first time clubbing in China. It was a goodbye party for my friend, who was the one I didn't go ice skating with, but I was with her, and I talked with her afterwards and before, and yeah. We were having a goodbye party for her where we went clubbing with, her and like all the other peers, basically. And then, I asked the mum if I could not bring Ricky to school on the Thursday afterwards. This was Wednesday. And she was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, all right, cool. So I left home at like, 9 p.m. And then I went to meet with my friends and my teacher. Because our teacher was going clubbing with us, which is, interesting, fun, whatever. So that was cool. And then, we chilled for a bit. Then we had to meet everyone else at my friend's apartment, which this is really fucked up when you hear this. This isn't her apartment or like her host parents' apartment. It's their extra apartment. And their extra apartment is like nicer than this one. And it's in a better location. And alright, this doesn't come till later in the story. But she had the best bed and the best shower that like I've had. I don't know. The bed was like the best I've had. I can't remember the bed in Disneyland. But the pillows in Disneyland were like the best pillows I've ever tried. But I don't remember the bed. But her bed was like really fucking good. And then I don't know about the shower. No, the shower was just good because I'm used to a shit shower. Because this one, it like runs out of hot water, and then the water never gets hot. It gets warm, which are not the same thing. And then it doesn't spray at a high pressure, so you don't get I don't know. This shower's shit. So it was just nice having a good shower. But anyway, we met up with everyone, and then we went to the club, and at first it was super loud, and we took over the dance floor, and I was like, I sort of thought to myself, oh god, it's too loud, and we're at the dance floor, like, this is never gonna end well. Because, like, my, like, best is, like, when I'm just drunk, and then sitting, like, somewhere not loud, and just talking, like, having a good conversation. That's, like, peak performance for me. I think that's fun. But, you know. But it did get, progressively more fun as everyone got drunker, because, you know, there were free drinks for girls, which that's like really fucked up if you think it. But like people don't really think about it because they're like, oh, it's obvious. But it's like, it's pretty like, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, it's not that fucked up. But then you think about it and you're like, hey, if they made only drinks for guys, imagine like the outrage, you know? So it's just kind of fucking dumb. But anyway, free girls, no, free drinks for girls basically means free drinks for me, because you know all my friends. So yeah, I just got handed a bunch of shit, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll drink it. And then that was like bad because I didn't know what I was drinking. And obviously it wasn't spiked because it was all my friends. Actually, yeah, okay. It was mostly my friends, alright? But I didn't die. And then, what else? Oh, my friend was like, I'll order you anything. But, she ordered me 2 Sprites, which was nice. I had Sprite, and it was good. And then I had all the random weird bad alcohol. But, yeah. Okay, so like the club was really good. This was definitely the best experience I've had clubbing because I've always been under the impression that clubbing is really hit or miss, like depending on the people we were with and the day. Like some days like a place can just be fucking empty and shit. Which by the way, we went on a Wednesday and it was really full. Also there were more foreigners than I'm like ever seen anywhere in Shenzhen. There were so many fucking foreigners. Mm. But yeah, the music was way too loud. Like, I would go to the bathroom every now and then I would just be like, oh my god, my ears are fucked. Because obviously I was also standing in like the worst spot. We were on the dance floor the whole night, where it was like the very loudest. So, also I think some guy got angry at me because I bumped into him on the dance floor, which was like, that was like just like question marks. I'm like, the fuck? Like, really, dog? Because how do you get angry about someone bumping into you on a dance? It's not like people are actually dancing. It's more like a mosh pit, you know? It's like idiots. Yeah. Like, I got drinks spilt on me because people are very smart, so everyone is, you know, has like a drink in their hand on the dance floor, and then they spill it on you. And like, even when that happened, I would look behind me. The person who had spilt it on me was like, and I was like, oh, sure, whatever. Like, it happens, you know? Because I'm not an idiot, so I was like, you know, it happens. You can do that. But you could question, should people bring alcohol onto the dance floor? Maybe not. But to get mad about being bumped into, like, fucking off yourself, mate. You're not shit, you know? Anyway, yeah, there were so many foreigners. The music choice was so bad. That was the biggest question mark of my night, that's for sure. Like, okay, there were some, like, old English songs that was like, yeah, alright, this is 2000 and late. And I was like, okay. But for whatever reason, like, I mean, maybe 70%, and that's maybe, I don't want to, I hate over exaggerating. So if we say 70%, assume that I'm maybe under exaggerating. 70% of the music was Spanish. Like, what the fuck? Like, I would be fine if not all the music was English, but then I would expect it to be Chinese. Why is it Spanish? Like, what the fuck? And my Mexican friend, I think she didn't even think it was good music. She was like, oh yeah, this is good because it's Spanish and yay, Mexico, but it's not, you know, good songs she would want to listen to. So I was like, okay then. Yeah, I danced a bunch, again, way more than I would normally. And I even danced with my Chinese teacher, so that was fun. And then what else? Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Bumped into some nice people. Bumped into, that's a good expression now. That can't, but no. Bumped into some nice people. Everyone was cool. There were a lot of creepy foreigners apparently, but that's, you know, that's when I realized I'm like, I'm a guy. That's kind of neat because all the girls I was with had like fucking weird creepy foreigners trying to do shit, and I was like, they would just give me this look like fucking yikes, and I'm like, yeah, yikes, you know. But yeah. What else is there to say? I don't think. All right, now we're just getting into too many details, but I'll try not to. But yeah, I don't think I've ever been that drunk, but it was like good because I wasn't. Okay, I wasn't retarded, but like I wasn't dumber than I usually am. So if I'm usually an idiot, then I was just a normal idiot, you know? It was like playing with like 300 ping though, because like if normally I'm playing with 30 ping, now people are going to be so lost, they're going to be like, you're a fucking nerd. But yeah, normal ping is like 30, then this was like 300. I had to think before I talked, which I mean, maybe I don't do that when I'm sober anyway, because I just say stupid shit all the time. But I had to think before I talked. I was like, this is, yeah. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And yeah, I think I had a lot of garbage drinks, to be honest. But yeah. Also, I was self-aware enough to not do anything dumb. Because I don't do dumb shit. Well, I don't do dumber shit than normal, alright? Let's make sure the phrasing is correct here. And then everyone else was also super drunk. Like, our teacher kept telling us, oh my god, I'm so drunk, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, yes, fuck, alright. Um, yeah, I don't know how many details I want to go into about stuff, though. Because I have funny stories, but it's like, some of them are mine, and I guess I could tell them, but it's like, eh. And then some of them are like other people's, which obviously I'm not going to leak other people's shit. And then, yeah, I headed to some table at one point and talked to the two people that didn't drink because they were the most competent, I guess. Actually, no one was really, like, that was the thing that was cool and why it was so fun. Everyone was, like, fun drunk. Like, no one was an annoying drunk, no one was, like, obnoxious, everyone was just fun. But yeah, I headed to that table, talked to the people that were the most competent, and then, yeah, I felt alright, but again, I just had to think before I spoke. It was like having 300 pings, so it's like, I can't land my abilities, you know? If I queue, I have to, wait 2 seconds before it goes off. There's the, like, delay, input lag or whatever, so yeah. And then we headed to some really loud club to find the others, which I got, like, I already had AIDS, like, in my ears or whatever, but, like, going in there, I was like, yikes, you know? Headed in, found them, headed out, like, instantly. I was like, bam. And I knew my ears were really bad at that point. Because I'd entered the bathroom many times and found out that my ears didn't work anymore. And then, yeah, we continue with the others. I was supposed to sleep at this guy's house because I can't sleep here because it's, like, an hour away. I could get a taxi, but it's, like, it's frustrating. So I was supposed to sleep at a friend's house, but then I was having fun, so then I slept at the girl's house who was leaving, who was having the goodbye party. She could host us all because she had her host family's extra apartment, so I slept at her place. But yeah, I really wanted McDonald's, really, really badly. Gee, this is so sad. I haven't had McDonald's 3 times in a week, but I've only had it once by choice. Second time was the Lantern Festival thing where I had the nuggets that were there. They were like, oh, I don't want to talk shit now. They were good, but no, I don't like nuggets, generally. But yeah, here I really wanted McDonald's, because I always eat ice cream. I love ice cream, alright? So we walked around for a bit, we didn't know where we were going, I think. We were just walking, but there was no McDonald's. Then I got really frustrated. I looked on Google Maps, and it said 5 kilometers away, and I was like, oh, like, that was, like, really, really bad. But, yeah, okay. Then we, as a group, walked home, and, like, everyone except, like, maybe 3 people came to her place, and I think I slept at, like, 5:30 a.m. I drank some water and stuff and went to bed, and, yeah, that bed was so comfortable, dude. Holy shit. And, yeah, that was the 7th of March, but obviously I'll just continue it on from there. So we woke up on the 8th of March. I woke up at 8, and my friend was like, oh, one of our friends is outside, I'm going to go get her. And I was like, okay, sure. And then I slept from like 8 till 11. And then I woke up and I talked with like the 2 people that hadn't slept yet for whatever reason. I was like, geez, you're going to die. And then we chatted a bunch and people started waking up. I'm reading my diary notes, and this is the 3rd time that I mentioned how good the bed was. So that really... No, it really was good though. But anyway. And yeah, the shower was good. So. And then we all headed to the dumpling place, and we just retold all the funny moments from the day prior, like all the good stories and all the good memes and all that stuff. I had kimchi dumplings, sesame noodles, I think they're called, and bubble tea, which that's way too much. Like that normally makes me really full, and my stomach was like semi on the like bad side, so that was not a good idea to eat so much. But yeah, it was good. And then I didn't feel that bad, to be honest. My ears were fucked. I think. No, now they're good. My ears are good now. But like all of yesterday, my ears hurt. Like it was really bad. I think I must have like died on the inside or something. But yeah, my stomach was also a little iffy, but not too bad. And you went home, tried to sleep, which I couldn't, and everything was kind of spinning. So I guess I was really fucked. Also, my knees were really sore. I think I don't know. Do you? I guess you use your knees to dance, but I don't know. I don't know. It was weird. And then yeah, the internet didn't work, so I watched Avatar: Last Airbender and didn't sleep. Then I picked up Ricky and we fucked around till dinner. And then I think he didn't eat again. I ate dinner and he didn't really eat anything for an hour, and then after that he spent a lot of time with like his parents, and I was like, sure. And then he cried because he didn't want me to put him to bed. He wanted to play, and then I let him play. And then when I went to put him to bed the second time, his mum is like, "Oh no, let him play for 5 more minutes." And I was like, "Jesus Christ!" He cried already to get what he wants. Now he's crying again, and you're letting him get what he wants again. And then she's like, "If he cried to get what he wanted, that purpose would not satisfy him. Otherwise, he would do it every time." And I was like, "Yes, he would do it every time, and he does do it every time." Like, yikes, dude. Are you listening to yourself? He does exactly what you just said. Fuck. But anyway, I went to bed, and that was the end of the 8th of March. So yeah, there you go. That was my week in review. 7 months in China, and first time clubbing, and new phone, and the Lantern Festival, and what else? I don't know, like, good week, dude. So much shit has happened. And then I don't know what else. I mean, I've just told you all the shit. But yeah, it's been a good week. And I think the next week will be okay. So, stick around. It might be late again. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching. It's been a long one again, as usual. I'm going to head to bed soon. Goodbye. Peace. Love you. See you. Bye.